This is the next episode of What's New in SwiftUI series. In this video I will be talking about the new AnyLayout in SwiftUI. AnyLayout lets you dynamically change type of layout container without destroying the state of the subviews. It can be really helpful if, for example, you would like to change your layout based on the dynamic type settings. So what exactly is the AnyLayout? It is a type erased instance of the layout protocol. So basically you can wrap your existing layout like the H stack and the V stack with the AnyLayout. And what it does is that you can then just use it like here, and based on the conditions, in this case this one, if the dynamic type size is lower or equal to medium, it will use a different stack based on this. And by having AnyLayout, it will just wrap this H stack or the V stack, and you don't have to use it inside the if statement. So basically we can achieve this with simple if statement. There's like nothing special here, but what it does is, as you can see, the layout container without destroying the state of the subviews. So what this will do is that after changing, if the condition will change, those elements, those two texts, will still remain the same. And the AnyLayout, this one needs to conform to layout protocol. This one is also new in the iOS 16, because you can also use your custom layout. It just needs to conform to layout protocol. By default, Apple provides us with the H stack layout and V stack layout, also the grid layout. I don't know why it's not just like the H stack is like conforming to the layout, but we have the different one, but it behaves just like the H stack or the V stack. Okay, let's jump into the Xcode and see the example how exactly this one is different. So this one is very simple. We have H stack and the V stack and the custom text view, which is just a text hello, and we have two of them for each of the stacks. And as you can see, the change layout, this one is just a Boolean value, and there's a button which is just toggling this. So we have the V stack here. After toggling and changing this to true, we have the H stack. So without the AnyLayout, we can also do it right now. Very, very simple. But what we are missing is that the state of those text views are not preserved. So right now, if we will toggle, each time SwiftUI is just rebuilding this H stack and the V stack. To see this, let's add a state to the text view, and let's see how exactly this works. Let's add a state, maybe it's some kind of counter. Let's make this 0, hello, times. And let's add a button that will increase this counter. Okay, let's build this. And as you can see, we have the counter. If we will just tap it, it will increase. Now let's toggle. We have 0, 0, and we are back and we still have 0, 0. So each time when you are switching or changing the counter and toggle, it will just, the view will be just destroyed. With AnyLayout, the state will be preserved because the view will still be there. Only the layout will change. Let's add the AnyLayout here. Let's add H stack layout first, and the V stack layout here. Now let's use this layout. This layout is, as you can see, it is AnyLayout. And what we can do is we can just get rid of all of this. And right now we have the layout, and we are wrapping those two elements into this type erased AnyLayout, which will be the H stack or the V stack. Let's build this. So as you can see, we have 0, 0, we can toggle. We also get this better animation for free because we are having this with animation when we will toggle. And let's add some state. So we have 4 times, and when we are toggling, those states are preserved. The typical use case, I think, would be to actually respond to the dynamic type size change. So let's add this. Let's add the environment variable here. It is called dynamic type size. This is the current dynamic type size. And the value will change when the user will change the dynamic type size. This is this one. So inside the accessibility, and when we change it, it will be updated. So let's update our code. So our layout should change based on the dynamic type size. So for the dynamic type size, let's say, as the one we had inside the Apple documentation. For the medium one, let's use the H stack. If it's like less than medium or equal to medium, we will have H stack. For anything which is bigger, we will have the V stack. And let's build this. So right now we have the V stack. Let's change this accessibility setting to the minimum, and let's go back. We have the H stack. Let's add some values to the state, and let's change it once again. And as you can see, our layout has changed. This one is the V stack, and our values are preserved. That's all what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.